What's up, y'all? Back at the shop today, working on the RS1. Alright, so RS1 is got a leaky pinion. Can't see that. Let me get a light. Alright, so it's puking fluid out from the pinion seal. Means the bearing's probably junk. And the pinion itself is moving around quite a bit.
Actually, right now it's not moving as much as it was down there.
Yeah, you can still see it moving though. So the bearing's wiped out. Hopefully it didn't hurt the case or anything. So we're gonna figure out how to get this case out of the RS1. Never taken one out of there yet. And get a new pinion and seal in it. So what we're looking at is I think we need to pull the axles out for one. And then these bolts look like they come out. It looks like it just comes up. We gotta get the battery box and the battery out of there. But that's just a quick look. Not totally sure. I'm gonna dive into it. So basically all we've done is taken the bottom A-arm off and pop the axles out. These ones came out pretty decent. So now we're going to take this top plate off, and then the RS1 is a little different design. It's got this bracket here that holds it, and then it bolts to the front here, and I think it all comes out as one from the other side. We're gonna give that a shot.
Like you could have both.
That plate's off. Alrighty, so we got these bolts pulled out of there. Can't hardly see. And then we went ahead and took the two main bolts that the diff hangs from out. Those are just, can you pull that out? Those are just two giant long bolts that run all the way through. Rubber isolates the diff. Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
I'm surprised those came out.
Now we gotta get these brackets out of there, and then hopefully the diff just comes up out of there. Alright. Pull this bracket out of there. Oh. That's gotta feed through there.
Got it.
Go ahead. There you go. Alright. Brackets are out. Diff feel pretty loose there.
Yep.
Alright, now we gotta get the drive shaft off there, and it should come right out, I think. Hopefully, maybe. Find out. Moment of truth, we got that drive shaft, we got the roll pin out of it. Total pain in the butt. Don't recommend. Anyway, so we're gonna try to pull it up through the top. Never done this before, so I'm not sure if that's gonna work or not. What do you think, Ryan? Predictions?
It'll come right out. Bold.
Grab that baby.
Drive shaft's out. It's just barely hung up on it. There you go. You're off it.
Okay, so there's that bracket there next to the diff, and I think that's holding us up. We're gonna pull that off there. It should come right outside. If this rock light wasn't in the way. Hopefully we don't have to take any A-arms off or anything. Looks loose.
Oh, you got a light with it.
Sweet.
Blinded by light.
Success. You can zoom in on that guy. You don't have to actually zoom in, but you can see that seal's freaking destroyed.
Yep.
So we did have to end up unbolting this other bracket right here. So 2 brackets, you basically have to take everything apart in the front. It's kind of a pain. It's harder than a regular turbo or 1000 diff. I mean, it's all just brackets that are easy to take off, but turbo diff's just 4 bolts and pull it up through the side. But alright, we're gonna drain that out and get into it. See if it caused any more damage to just that bearing and seal. I've seen people use self-tappers and screw them in there, but this one's so wallered out, we might just be able to use a screwdriver. And there it is.
I think your bearing's shot there, bud.
And there's pieces of the bearing.
How it's supposed to look.
The ball's inside the bearing. Yup, that thing's jacked. So that's what happens. Apparently it's pretty common on these RS1 diffs. Rear seal will go out and those bearings will go out next. Alright, what do you think? Snap ring right there and
Yeah, snap ring there and snap ring there.
pull it out of there?
Yep.
Alright. Big snap ring comes out. Little snap ring comes out. Look at this mess. The RS1 diff exploded. So we got the bearing off there, off the shaft. A little reenactment. This was on here. Don't lose that shim. And that was in there.
The other way around though.
But like that. So this is definitely not a how-to video, but we used a slide hammer to get it out of there because it was bound up. Too bad. I don't know if I should tell you that or not, but
We were gentle with it.
yeah. Use a slide hammer, nice and easy to pull that whole thing out once we get the snap rings out, because the bearing would not come out with it all on the shaft like that. And then had this little thing and set it on the shaft and it pushed the bearing right off. So now we need parts.
Yep.
Yeah, that cage cam part on the other side is what did it. It's going. Well, it's on the table in pieces.
Junk!
There you go. There's a piece of it.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Alright. Bigger and better. But to be continued. Alright, it's another day. We are back in the shop working on this RS1 diff. JD got the parts in he needs. What'd you end up going with?
We got the HD Extreme pinion bearing and seal. I think it's about 135 bucks. It is a sealed bearing, whereas all the other ones I found are not sealed. Not saying there's not other ones out there, but yep.
Who knows, maybe that'll be better. Hopefully anyway. Hopefully we don't have this problem anymore because it's a pain in the butt to get into this thing. So we're gonna put the bearing and seal back in there and then put the diff back together. Throw it back in the machine. Should be ready to roll for this weekend. Okay, so we got the case all cleaned up. And the first step is gonna be pressing this bearing onto the pinion. And then as an assembly, we gotta press it into the case. I think. I don't know. Don't take this as a how-to. Take it as a, hey, that's an idea. If they did it wrong, don't do it that way. So I'm gonna press this thing on here. All right, got that all pressed on there. Moving pretty easy still. There is a little shim in there that was in there from stock. I'll probably try and make sure that stays in there. And then next, I think we're gonna have to press the whole thing into that. All right, so let's go over the press again. What a loser.
There's Ryan.
Alright, so you got a little snap ring that goes around the actual pinion, and you got a big snap ring that keeps the whole bearing in there. That one should go down in there. And the big one in there. Beautiful.
Voila.
Should be good. And we just got this sucker. Hope we don't mess this up.
Is that cup that you here?
Booyah!
There she is.
Fixed.
Did you clean it out before you do it?
No. Full of dirt.
Just gonna put it back together dirty.
And it's friggin' hot.
Hotter than hot.
Alright, now I just gotta put this stuff back together. I actually don't know how to put it back together.
We don't know how to put this back together.
Sure don't. First time. But pretty sure. Mostly just the way it came out. Alright. There's a shim on there. Don't lose that. That's the way it came out, so that's the way it's going back in. That's supposed to do that, so that's good. Alright, then the sprout goes in, but you gotta throw all the rollers in there as you do it. Slide her in. Alright, halfway there. Woo! Hardest part of the whole job right there.
Only takes 5 hands, we're good.
Alright, slide down, just like that. Slide. Like that.
these in billet.
Do that?
Yes, I think it was on HD Extreme's site. No, we were talking about that being plastic the other day.
Alright, throw the bolts in. Woo! First RS1 diff complete. Rebuild, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so we're all set on the diff. It is back together. It's about to go back in the machine. Probably set up a GoPro, do a little time lapse. Hopefully it'll only take like 15 seconds for you. It's gonna take us like 2 hours, but it's what you just saw in reverse. You just seen it about 30 seconds ago probably, so if anything comes up, I'll stop and take some video, but otherwise we're gonna throw it back in there. Got the diff all put back in. Wasn't too bad actually, putting it back in. I guess because we'd already taken it out. Knew how it had to be maneuvered around in there, but it's back in, ready to go. I'll put the battery box in the storage tray up here and then put the suspension back together and we'll be all set. Right, so we're all set. Diff is back in there. New pinion bearing and seal in there. Suspension all put back together. Battery's back in. It's pretty much ready to roll. We could put the plug in and fill it up with fluid if somebody wouldn't have stripped the plug out.
I stripped out a little bit. You did the rest. I just took it out.
Where did you even come up with this?
Back in.
Just leave the easy out on there.
That won't catch on anything.
So those are in the mail. They should be here, and then we'll get this thing filled up and ready to roll. Go do some riding this weekend. We also got some more stuff in the shop coming up. Sorry, it's hot, I'm sweating. So we're gonna be doing some different shop videos on, what do you got? Oh. So that's it for the pinion bearing on the RS1. We got some more stuff coming up in the shop, so be ready for that. And then we got some riding coming up this weekend. So if you want to see some more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and like and share the video. We sure do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.